What's up, Elimians? This is Rohit Rana, and you're watching my channel. In case you didn't know, again, I'm terrible at introductions, so let's get to the point right away. So today I'm going to react to a video by Our Stupid Reactions. It's in quite an old video, a 3-month-old video, I think. It's their reaction on Etthara Jenda video song. So I'm going to react to their reaction. I have not seen this reaction. So I thought it should be fun watching their reaction. What are their thoughts on the song when they had not watched the film, when they had not watched RRR. So let's get to it.
Before we see it, we're seeing it on Thursday. We have tickets in IMAX, which will be the first time an Indian film has been offered in IMAX.
Yes, which is the
Since
way we
we've done
wanted
the
to
channel.
see this. We were so happy. Remember, we were so freaked out because we knew we had news about this deep in the heart of COVID. Deep in the heart of COVID. We're getting to see this in IMAX.
IMAX 3, no, 3D.
First film to be shown in IMAX. That's a big deal. Let's get to the video. I'm not going to show the entire song in my video because copyright issues. Theirs is a big channel, so perhaps they did not get the copyright issue, did not face that issue, maybe, I don't know. But I'm gonna face it. That happens with all the songs on my channel. Alright, here we go. Legend. So I'm going to show you whenever they react in a hyperbolic way or they say something, but I'm not going to show you the entire song.
That's cool. That's cool.
Nice. I love this thing.
Fun freaking song.
Give me that in the film.
Absolutely. I feel like that's what we're going to walk away from. Is going to walk away feeling like movie, like they said at the beginning. The magic of movies, man, it's irreplaceable.
Yeah, because obviously, I think people have pointed out many times now that the past, I think since cinemas have opened, we've been disappointed with almost everything that's come
true.
out in cinemas.
In cinemas.
From obviously Pushpa 83 to everything else, some more than others, obviously. Not everything that's come out.
Oh, no.
I loved a bunch of stuff.
There's
that's
been
come
some
out.
great releases on
But
OTT.
in theaters, people have
Yeah.
pointed out.
Yeah.
This
And it
one,
just happened
just
that
to let
way.
you guys know, we're going in expecting to have a good time. Hopefully, there's a lot of good action.
And a lot of great visuals.
And I'm not saying we're expecting this film, but this is the vibe I'm going for, is war. Like when that film came out. And I know since this is the South, you're just going to hate me for even comparing it. I'm hoping it's going to be better than war.
No, I'm actually thinking more, not even story-wise.
Wow, they are in for a shock. I mean, of course, this video came before they watched RRR, but they, at this point in time, they had no idea what was in store for us. They are comparing it they're saying they're hoping it to be kind of similar to War. They have a good time as they had watching War. Okay, so first of all, disclaimer, full disclosure rather, have grown up on Bollywood, even though I have not been watching Bollywood films from last 10-15 years, but I have grown up watching Bollywood. I mostly stick to Hollywood these days. I have very recently started watching South Indian films, mostly Telugu for now. But, and I'm a Hrithik fan, but War and RRR, I mean, War isn't even a dirt on its boots, on RRR's boots. War is a solid action film. It's an amazing action film. It's a very orgasmic film for an action movie fan, for a Hrithik fan, for a Tiger fan. It has got great moments and it has got great VFX. Everything is amazing. But when you watch RRR and then you think about what was War about, if War is X, RRR is 11x. That's how grand RRR is in terms of the amount of action in the film, in amount of the kind of action in the film, the kind of scenes there are in the film. Ram Charan introduction, NTR introduction, the party scene where all the animals are let loose, the climax, the rescue scene. I mean, everything. War doesn't even come close to that. There are certain aspects War is better than RRR in, like for example, how women are shown. I thought even though Vani Kapoor had a small role, but I thought that was a very solid role. It was a pivotal role. I liked her performance. I liked how the role was written. But obviously, you cannot say the same about RRR. The women characters in RRR are just there, as instruments, like Alia Bhatt, for example. And apart from that, there are certain places where the VFX is more sleek in War. In certain places, it's more sleek in War. It's more, it's better, kind of. In few places, but then when you have so much action in a film as RRR does, it's impossible to maintain consistency. In fact, especially with the kind of budget that Indian films are made in, 72 million, I think, when you translate it to US dollars, which is nothing actually. Thor 4 was made on $185 million. But so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think I've seen their review of RRR, and these two guys love the film, and I like watching their videos. But it's funny that they mentioned War, because wow.
I'm saying it was a massive
like KGF.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Although KGF
got serious in the second half.
A little more serious, a little more.
I think we may get surprised. I think this may get some seriousness in there, but I agree. We're going in not expecting what we talk about regarding films and the film festival circuit and elevative artistry in terms of the kind of thing we're looking for
to
the
quote
actors
someone from yesterday, there are so many films within this film.
We're prepared for it to just be a romp, great time, incredible action, incredible visuals, and leave. I was thinking to myself, I wonder if that'll be like the end song that you leave, just everybody's walking out happy they just spent the time they did in the movie.
Yeah,
they got that right.
Paying tribute to a lot of the Indians, obviously Bose and what's his name? Ajay Devgan played him in
Bhagat Singh, sorry. He was obviously in there. There's a bunch of other ones I didn't recognize.
Yeah, me too.
I think Gandhi was in there too, as well. But obviously I know this film has to do with freedom fighters as well.
Yes.
That's part of the story of RRR.
So glad we're getting to see this the way we wanted to see it and the way I know the filmmakers wanted everybody to see it.
I wonder if we're going to get KGF on that.
I hope so.
It features a story about two legendary revolutionaries on their journey away from home before they started fighting for the country they meant.
And I don't know how big the role is, but Mark Bennington.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he is in this.
Yep.
As well as Alia Bhatt, Ajay Devgan, but obviously the two leads in this are NTR and Ram Charan. We know that.
Correct.
But I'm assuming Mark Bennington is playing Cunningham. So it's definitely a British.
Probably going to be a Brit.
Some angry Brit.
But it makes me happy because I know with Mark in there, we can rest easy.
But there's
for
probably
that.
There's probably other white people. Who knows if we'll be happy with
I
them.
see one right now, and
Hopefully they're as good.
we'll see. At least we know Mark's in there.
Anyways, that was a really fun song. I'm looking forward to the film. Let us know if you were going to go see RRR later this week. Down in the comments.
So overall, the white actors in the film, like if you consider all of them collectively, they were still bad. The main guy was I think he was decent. He was good enough. The girl, I forgot her name, Emily, the one who has the love angle with NTR. She's good. She's a really good actor for sure. The woman, the villain woman, I think she's an experienced actor. She's a seasoned actor, but I hated her performance. She was truly bad in the film. Overall, white actors were better than most Indian film. Better than they are in most Indian films, Bollywood or Tollywood or Collywood or whatever industry. But they were still bad. There were some sore spots that was sticking out, especially, for example, in the first in the Ram Charan's introduction scene, when there's this officer who is calling for reinforcements. He was terrible. Oh man, he was such a bad actor. But overall, it was it did not spoil the film enough for me, because there is so much going on in the film. You really don't care about some white actors in there, because the two leads, NTR and Ram Charan, they are perfect. I mean, I cannot imagine anybody else in that role. Obviously, I have barely seen South Indian films, barely seen Telugu films, but I have seen Bollywood films, I have seen Hollywood. I do not want to imagine anybody in those roles. I cannot imagine Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans or Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt or whatever. I cannot. For me, this movie was it was destined for Ram Charan and NTR. And thank you, SS Rajamouli, for casting these two people for their respective roles. The others were good. Ajay Devgan was good in his role. I think it was still an important role, even if it was not a big role. Alia Bhatt's role, again, I really like Alia, but let's be honest, I think they could have hired anybody for that role. Alia is a much bigger actor than that role, but it's okay. I mean, this is how the director chose to tell his story. We cannot tell a movie director, you should have made this movie like this, not like this. You're nobody. Not even a director should tell another director that you should have made this movie, you should have shown this story instead of this story. Nobody has any right except for that director himself to decide on the vision they have for their film. But it was a good reaction. It was a great reaction. Like I said, I like Korbin and Rick, and wow, they did not expect RRR to be as good as it eventually turned out to be. They were expecting a war-like experience, which is again good, but nothing as compared to RRR. And they said they want to have fun in the movie hall. They would be like, okay, this is going to be a mindless film. Obviously, there is a lot of exaggeration in the film. There is a lot of action. There are things that humans cannot do, but Raju and Bhim do end up doing in the film. But then there is a lot of emotions. There is a lot of gravity to the film, despite the fact that it's over the top. It's all of that, but there is a lot of gravity. There is a lot of emotion. There are all these genres in the film, and Natu. I think I have spoken just about everything I need to about RRR. There is no point going in circles. This is a film which mixes all genres. This is the greatest among the greatest buddy films. This is a beautiful rom-com. We have seen plenty of that rom-com-y stuff in Indian films, but you really liked watching that little love story between NTR and whatever her name is. Let's call her Emily. Of course, obviously, buddy film, the action film, the musical numbers, everything was perfect. We have grown up on these kind of films, the blending of genres. But then this is the apex. This is the ultimate film among all those films that combine so many genres. So that's it. That's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the reaction as much as I did. This was not very insightful, but yeah, it was kind of, it was nice seeing how they did not expect that the movie will turn out to be such an amazing piece of cinema that it eventually was. So yeah, good to see that. See you around again, and I hope you keep watching my videos, and I hope you like my I'm more groomed today. So people who are complaining that I'm unkempt, I'm not groomed, my beard is, so I have to go to office probably day after tomorrow, so I just got myself groomed. This is the first time I'll be going to an office since March of 2020, 2.5 years. So I thought, let me clean up a bit. So